What's going on, guys? Thanks for watching Keep Calm and Game On. In today's episode, I want to talk to you about the Legend of Zelda TV show that Netflix might be making. Now, this hasn't been confirmed or denied, so Netflix hasn't come out and said that this is actually happening, but they haven't came out and said that it isn't happening. So there is still hope for this, and as far as I know, they haven't said anything. They haven't said it's canned, and they haven't said it's happening. This is still just a rumor, as far as I know. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments, because you guys probably know more than me about this kind of thing. But I was excited as soon as I read the news on IGN, and it was all over Facebook. It's still all over Facebook, all over the media. People are talking about it. A Legend of Zelda TV show. I think would be awesome. Now, if anybody else was doing it, I'd be like, no, they're going to screw it up. But Netflix is known to make high quality original content. If you don't believe me, check out House of Cards, check out Marco Polo, check out Hemlock Grove, because when they put their name on something, it is high quality. Like Marco Polo and House of Cards, they are better than most movies made by Hollywood, okay? And these are TV shows, okay? These are like Game of Thrones, that high quality. This is big stuff. And they make these shows, and they don't have a budget like Game of Thrones, okay? Game of Thrones, they spend, I don't know, $1 million, $2 million per episode, per season. It's a lot of money, okay? It's a lot of money for the Game of Thrones episodes. But Netflix, they make their content that high of a quality. They set the bar that high, and they probably got a third of the budget. So they do a lot with the little bit amount of money. Now, I don't know how much they would spend on this, but I can guarantee you, if they actually got the rights to it, and if Nintendo actually agreed to do this, and if they made the show, that it would be very good, okay? They're not just gonna do all this work and get the rights from Nintendo, because Nintendo is kind of very tight-lipped about what they let people say and what they let people use. And after the Super Mario Brothers movie that came out and bombed, ever since then, it's been, you're not making any movies using our content. It's our stuff. We don't want you messing it up. They've even gone on YouTube and taken videos down because people are dissing Nintendo. And now they're like, oh, well, you can use the video if you give us some of the money from it. And it's just crazy. So Nintendo is very tight-lipped, and they don't want people messing with their franchises. So if they can actually get the rights from Nintendo and work with Nintendo to make this thing happen, I think it could be a great show. I honestly do, because it would be like a Game of Thrones, but for a more, for a larger audience. Because Game of Thrones is more for adults, because it's got a lot of sexual content in there and a lot of adult themes. But Legend of Zelda kind of takes place in that same kind of universe, where there's dragons, and there's it's kind of like medieval times, and there's swords, and there's shields, and there's mythical creatures. It would be a cool thing to watch. And I think Netflix could do a good job doing it. But I'm thinking it's not going to be rated R or anything. It's going to be more family friendly, maybe PG-13, maybe PG. It's not going to be, a mature audience kind of show like Game of Thrones, but I think it would be awesome. And I think video games, people have made video game movies, and they've kind of sucked. I mean, there's been some good ones, but they haven't been great. They're not going to win any Academy Awards or anything. And the reason for that is because when it comes to a movie, you kind of have to cram a whole game into a 1 hour, an hour and a half movie, or a 2 hour movie, maybe a 3 hour movie if you're pushing it. You got to cram that story into one kind of movie, all right? One thing, one package. You got to put that all into one package, one box it up. But with a TV show, you can have multiple seasons, you can have multiple episodes. And video games, they have a story. They have a storyline, they have different quests, they have different levels. So one level could be one episode, or one quest could be one episode. One season could be a quest. You know what I'm saying? It just lends itself better to a TV show as opposed to a movie. But that's just my opinion. I think if they don't make a Legend of Zelda show, they should definitely make a Halo show, because they have done stuff with Halo Nightfall and other stuff. I mean, Netflix hasn't done it personally, but people have directed these things. Ridley Scott made the Halo Nightfall show, then that premiered on their newest game or something like that. I don't know all the details, but as far as I know, it did pretty well. It was well received. But I think if Legend of Zelda, if they actually make this thing happen, and if it does well, I think it's going to be good for video games, because Netflix is a perfect person to do this, because they have some high quality stuff. I'm not kidding you. If you haven't seen Marco Polo or House of Cards, go check it out, because they are great shows, very high quality stuff, and you will not be disappointed. But yes, let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the whole Legend of Zelda TV show thing that Netflix might be doing. Like I said, it hasn't been confirmed, it hasn't been denied as I know at this point. If it has, let me know in the comment section. But I'm excited for it. I really hope it happens, and if you think it should happen, give this video a thumbs up, or just post a comment down below and let me know And because I want to get your feedback, I'm really interested to know what you guys think about this whole thing. Do you think they should make it? Do you think they shouldn't make it? I know Link doesn't talk in the video games. Will he talk in the show? Can he talk in the show? Do you think he should talk in the show? I don't know. There's like all these little details that need to be ironed out, but I think it would be an awesome... I just think it would be awesome, especially if Netflix does it and Nintendo gets on board. I think it would be a great show, and it'd be fun to watch. But yes, drop some comments down below. Let me know. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to stay up to date, click the subscribe button. Until next time, my name is Adam. And as always, keep Common Game on. Toodles!